Good morning. It's me. It's about 7 a.m. On a Thursday. I don't know why I'm having trouble keeping track of the days of the week because I've been working all week, so it's not even like I had vacation. I got a nice little shine going on my my bald head, which I don't know if I mentioned in the last one, but I got a bunch of baby hairs that are like growing and they're very soft and thin. And for a second, I was like, "Oh, is this like these hairs are just going to keep growing and hang in there?" But spoiler alert, at my HOC appointment, I asked, and they are just gonna bleep 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 and peace out. But yeah, so I might go get my head shaved again by the awesome barber shop because they just kind of look weird. I mean, you can't see them right now because the video is not going to show it, but like if I'm in the sunlight, they like catch the shine. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to end up looking like that Barbie doll from Rugrats and Angelica. Oh, it was Angelica's doll. Can't think of her name right now, but I feel like I'm gonna end up looking like her. But anyways, let's go over what's happened since I last uploaded a video. We had a huge power outage in Michigan, and the utility company is under so much heat. But basically, there was a storm that rolled through last Friday, and I can't remember what they said, like the mile per hour the winds were, but like the damage that I saw, like after the fact, was insane. And my city lost so much power. Like it was nuts when I looked at the outage map to see how many areas were out of power, but for some reason my house was like untouched. I'm knocking on wood because up until this year, anytime there were storms and power outages happened, I was part of the power outage area. And even my friend Melissa's house was without power, and like her house barely ever loses power because one time when I lost power, I actually went and stayed at her house because she was out of town. But yeah, so I was unscathed. It got like kind of windy here, but compared to like what everybody else was talking about, like they were like, you looked outside and thought it was a tornado. And like I remember it getting dark, but like no more than a normal storm. So crazy. Like right down the road for me, like not even probably 2 miles. I don't even know if it was a mile. There was like a big like part of a electric pole. I don't know if it was electricity or what it had on it, but it was in the middle of 13 Mile, which is a major road. So they had like the two lanes of one of the sides of traffic completely blocked, and so they had to go over to the other side. And that was like that for like 3 days. And then like right behind that, in the neighborhood, there was this huge giant tree that fell on two houses. So it was like amazing after the fact that I was like, how did I get through this? But a bunch of other cities lost power. So my friend Taylor was one of the people that lost power. So she got to experience her first power outage in Michigan. She was like, does it normally last this long? And I'm like, well, with our utility company, yeah, it does. So she ended up coming over on Saturday, which I was not feeling well. For some reason, I got a huge stomach issue. On Friday, I had gotten five groomed at Set Hound, and then I stopped at it used to be called Papa Joe's, but it got bought out and it's called Market Square now or something. But it's kind of like a bougie grocery shop. It's right in Birmingham, and so I went there because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything for Fourth of July weekend, so I might as well get some good meals and see if I can eat and taste some things. So I ended up picking up like shrimp fried rice and Swedish meatballs, which is like the pre-made stuff where they like cook it and it's very like fancy nice or whatever. So it's not like it's got good ingredients. That's what I'm trying to say. So I bought those two things as like meals, and then I got some pre-cut up watermelon because I hadn't tried watermelon in probably a month, and I was just curious to see if my stomach really did hate watermelon. So I came home, and I probably shouldn't have done this, but I had the shrimp fried rice, and then a little later I was like, I want to try the Swedish meatballs. Had those, had some watermelon. Well, I don't remember if it hit me that night or if it was the next morning, which was Saturday. But oh my goodness, my stomach hurt so bad. It was like in the pit of my stomach. It had like a hard feeling, and the other parts were just not happy. But so, anyways, just getting to my point. So I was feeling like bloop and literally just wanted to lay on the couch all day. But yeah, so Taylor texted me and said she was out of power. Could she come over because I had power and it was hot, so I had AC. So she came over with Riley, and then Mr. Ted came over because he was trying to fix my skeleton dog, which did not get fixed. And yeah, so I think around 6 o'clock was when my house was empty of people, and I just laid on the couch all day. Sunday, it still kind of felt crappy. Taylor came over for a couple of hours because she still didn't have power, and went and got Rita's Italian ice with Ted. And up until then, I hadn't even really eaten anything because I felt like crap. But Rita's tasted great. Thank you, Rita's. I love you. I wish you were closer, and I wish I just could eat it all the time, because it tastes great. So that was that, and then worked on Monday, nothing crazy there, and then Tuesday, my mom, little sister, and niece came back into town because my little sister was gonna go with me to my HOC appointment, which was yesterday. So I had my appointment at the HOC, and my weight is okay. Like, I didn't lose a bunch of weight, and I kind of gained. I like gained a pound back, maybe, I don't know, but not horrible. So not like it was last time. And I still had a kind of low blood pressure, but not like anything where they're like it's really low. So my PA ended up being the pregnant PA, which is funny because like I seen her once before, and when I saw her, I was like in a mood. I might have mentioned it in the video, but so she was my PA, and she was late coming in last time and late coming in this time, meaning me and Alexandra sat in the like waiting room, the like examination room for like what I felt like was forever. Like, it was one of those things where Alexandra's like, if they're not here in X amount of minutes, I will go out and ask about it. So she came in. I told her about what was going on, talked about my feet and like that pain and everything. She ended up giving me some drug I can't pronounce, but it starts with a G, and it's used to treat nerve pain or something like that. So I got that to try, take it at nighttime. So that should help with the restless legs and that nerve pain. So first night of taking it was yesterday. And yeah, so that was that. The interesting thing though is Alexandra gave me kind of something criticism. I can't think of the word that goes. Constructive criticism. Yes, thank you. About how I acted in the appointment, which I thought was she did it in a nice way. I wasn't offended and didn't feel any way by it. I did kind of get in my head a little bit about it later that night, trying to like replay everything, but it's like I have no memory, so I was like could not remember like specific things. But basically, the gist of it was she said that when the conversation was going between me and the PA, like I was good at going over all my symptoms, what's been going on, but when she would talk, a lot of the times I would interrupt. And Alexandra said it was like I think this is how she phrased it, that it was like I was just like I was being friendly and engaging, and like in my mind I'm like I was trying to have more like a conversation like a friend. But I didn't ask the question because I didn't think about that till later when I was in my head. But that like the doctor would be explaining something, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and then maybe the doctor might have had something to say that I wanted to know, but since I interrupted, I kind of derailed us, and then she said that I would like talk about something else, and so it would kind of switch tracks, which I know I do that in general in conversations, because there's a lot of times I'll be like talking about something, and then I kind of go off on this little path of something that relates, but then I go this way and I don't go back to what I originally was talking about, and then I forget to even go back to that ever. So I get it totally, and I definitely want to consciously work on that. Because she had mentioned that I did it when she was with me in my chemo treatment too, but I honestly don't even remember like what conversations were even had at that point. I remember like asking the nurse about something, but like I honestly for that one I couldn't think of any how I interrupted, but I don't have a good memory, so probably did. So yeah, so I'm gonna work on that, and if anybody watching this, if I do this to you, I'm gonna try doing it outside of my doctor's appointments too. But Like, oof, that's like, it's, one of those things. I'm almost 50 years old, probably been doing this my whole life. So it's going to take me a minute to fix that, or adjust, I guess. But yeah. So the appointment itself was fine. Nothing crazy went on with that. And then we went out and got food. Food still does not taste well to me. We had gone out the night they got in town, Tuesday, to Nick's Country Oven, which I love, and they had chicken pot pie on the menu. I was so excited because I love a chicken pot pie, and all I kept thinking was, ooh, the gravy inside of it, because gravy works well for me. So then they drop off this chicken pot pie. It looked beautiful, like homemade everything. And then I break into it, and it's literally stuffed with potatoes, like no gravy. So basically, it was a shepherd's pie with chicken. So I ate like 2 bites, or maybe 3, and my mom had fish and chips, which I'd been dying to try because I hadn't. Didn't work because I think the fried part of it. So yeah, literally, I did not have dinner that night. It was great. I ate Jello though because I had dessert there. But they took like they discounted it at 50%. I wasn't like saying anything like when they picked it up, but like one of the ladies asked me if I didn't like it, and I was like, well, I'm like, it's not a chicken pot pie, it's a shepherd's pie. And I was like, it's stuffed with potatoes, and I don't like potatoes. So, like, had I known, I wouldn't have ordered it. So, yeah, that was it. But I had tuna fish wrap at National, and I hate that tuna fish tastes good normal because I'm not a tuna fish fan, and so I'm so sick of this boring food. Can I just tell you? I miss Taco Bell so bad. I miss Fountain Pop because I can't drink Fountain Pop because it has no taste. It's literally like I just taste the soda and that's it. I miss KFC. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming it's not going to taste the same, so I'm not even going to try it. I miss hamburgers. I miss so many things. I miss Doritos. I miss chips being able to taste like normal, like Cheetos. I miss those too. I miss so many things, and I'm not going to be able to taste stuff until I don't know, October. It's so sad, and I don't even know if in October I'm going to be able to. But another when my family was here, I had another like breakdown moment. I did it with Amanda, and I did it with Alexander, my mom. But basically, I was just talking about like how I feel like I have to be strong all the time and outwardly facing that I have to be happy and da 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 da. And I've talked about this that it's like it makes me feel better and I'm kind of faking it. So people may think, oh my gosh, she's so happy. She seems so great. She looks fine because other than the bald head, I look normal. But I don't. I feel like shit. And it's like, I don't want to portray the like how bad I feel about stuff because then it's like, who's going to want to hang out with me? Nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's like, woe is me, my life sucks, I feel like crap all the time. Because it's a downer. It's like, it's not a good vibe. And it's like, I don't want people to stop talking to me, wanting to hang out. And Alexandra said, that's stupid. I agree 100% with her. It is stupid, but it's also true that like people may say like, "Oh no, I would never stop hanging out with you or wanting to be around you." But come on, be real with yourself, people. You don't want to hang out with somebody that's like always down in the dumps and blah blah blah. So yeah, so that was that. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, she did make a comment that she thinks that I definitely need to keep going to the support group stuff, which I do agree. I don't even know if I want to say somewhat, but I do agree. But the thing that's hard with that, it's like I work all day. The support group is at like 6. So I work, I get home, or if I'm working from home, whatever. And then I go to the support group. It lasts for an hour and a half. So by the time I get home, it's almost 8 o'clock. And I go to bed early. Like, yes, I could stay up later, but I go to bed early because I'm tired and I just want to go to bed. So I feel like then I have no wind down time. And I'm literally just like, get home, like maybe like play on my iPad for, I don't know, an hour. And then I'm going to bed. So it's like, it just like knocks that day out. And if I'm like feeling okay that day, I don't want to be sitting in a support group, but I guess I gotta make an effort to go to these things to see if it helps. But then, like she said, it was like it'd be good to like talk and vent to other people that like are going through the stuff I'm going through and can support me. But then I also don't want to like go to that group and just be like, I don't know, like break down there, because I don't know. I just like doing it on my own. Like having my moments where I just like lose my shit and nobody's here. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm kind of at this like weird halfway through chemo. I am not looking forward to the rest of chemo. I mean, who is? But it's just going to keep getting worse. From everything I've read from other people that have HER2 positive and went through TCHP, or I think that's the treatment letter is proper, that it does compound, I think is the word. So it's just going to keep bumping up to each other. Bumping up. That's not the right word. I don't know. You guys can figure out what I'm saying based off this. Stacking up. But yeah, the fatigue is just going to keep getting worse. And like with this one, it wasn't until like day 13 that I started feeling better. Like today, I feel pretty decent. I feel like I have energy. I'm not having like stomach issues, but I know later in the night I will get them. And I don't know if it's because it's the acid reflux medicine I started taking, although the PA said that shouldn't do that. But that's the only thing new I've added to my the little pill thing, except for the G medicine that I just started taking last night. So I don't know. Like I just don't know what to like. I feel like the days where I feel good are going to get less and less, and then it's going to be like, oh, I feel good, and then 2 days later, it's like, well, here's chemo again, because already chemo is next Thursday, so I don't have much time before I'm just going to feel like crap again, and it's like that dread just sets in, like, it's like the Monday scaries. Like you're like Sunday night or Sunday scaries. That's what it is. Sunday night, you're like, oh, I gotta go to work again. The weekend's over. Like that just happened so quick. Like I have those. They're the chemo scaries where I'm like, I have 2 days of feeling normal, and then I'm just gonna be crappy again. So right now I'm still just doing Thursday, Friday, Monday off work when I have chemo on Thursday. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it's going to end up being more, because even last time, like Tuesday, it was a struggle to like make it through the day, because that's when I went up for that like party thing too, but that might have been part of it. But I don't know. I'm rambling. My mom and niece will be coming back into town on Saturday, which is why I've got this bed set up in here still. Otherwise, it'd be deflated. And then we're gonna go to Port Huron, kind of like bebop around, drive along the edge, and look at the water, maybe get out a couple times. Probably go eat at the Raven Cafe. Who knows what I can eat? Hopefully, I can taste stuff a little better by then. So, I don't know. But yeah. So that's that. I have, I'm also going to try to get a massage on Friday. I gifted my mom and sister massages from my account because I had 4 credits built up for my monthly plan. And I hadn't gone because I was afraid of how the port was going to feel, because it's like it sticks out. It does not feel good when it touches things. I can feel it like constantly. So, I don't know how it can like lay on my stomach and not have that port get pushed at all or like compressed. I don't know. But when they went, I had them ask about the oncology massage, because they had mentioned that they did them there, but I needed some sort of like note from the doctor, but I wasn't sure like what note, like what does the note need to say? So they asked about that, and then they found out my massage therapist is actually one of the oncology massage therapists. So I'm like, oh, I love that, because I miss Daquan. I've been going to him for like over 5 years now. And my mom actually got him for her massage last night, so she gave him like a heads up. So I scheduled my massage for Friday. I sent a message through the HOC portal asking for a letter that just states I'm okay to have an oncology massage with a physician's signature. That's what they needed. So hopefully I get that today. I don't know if I don't get the note and show up, if I can still get my massage. I kind of feel like I can, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm down to 2 credits. I got to get rid of 1 more. If this oncology type massage goes well, I'm not going to cancel my membership to Hand and Stone. But if it doesn't, I got to cancel my membership, because these credits are just going to keep building up. And I think I pay $80 a month for my massages, which is discounted. So yeah, so that's I think about that. So I got a massage to look forward to on Friday. Family coming back in town. And then I think Alexandra is going to end up going with me to the next HOC appointment on Wednesday next week, which is with Dr. N. So I'll find out some, maybe, I don't know, how much Sally the tumor has shrunk. Hopefully she's down to 1 by 1 because she was 2 by 2 last time from the original size of 4 by 4. So yeah, Sally, let's keep shrinking. Like to get that out of my boob sometime soon. So yeah. Oh, one other random thing. The PA mentioned something about after surgery, I might have to get like injections of something. I don't know. I wasn't 100% tracking, and I actually I have to mention this to Alexandra when she comes with me in the next appointment, because I had asked about the port and like when potentially I could get it taken out because it just bugs me. Like she had said, oh, some people leave them in for a year because it just doesn't bother them, and I'm like, what, a year? No, I don't want a year. I can only wear 2 bras right now. I don't know why I put this hand up because of where the strap is. I'm like, I want this thing out. So she had mentioned these injection things, infusions, because like the port would be used for that. And I'm like, I did not know about this part. I thought I went from surgery to radiation. So I'm like, so this is going to last longer than I thought it was? Yeah. And I also learned one other random thing because I asked about the baby hairs, that it takes 6 months after chemo for my hair to grow an inch. 6 months. I feel like my hair grows fast, so maybe mine will be 2 inches in 6 months. But I was like doing the mental math yesterday, and I was like, so it's gonna take 2 years for my hair to get to like a long length that I used to like. And I noticed from all the hairs growing in, they are all white. So I don't think I'm gonna have brown hair anymore. So it'll be interesting. Also, thank you eyebrows for still hanging out because I don't want to look like powder. I have probably like half my eyelashes. I have noticed more start coming out, but it's like you can't really see them anyways because I don't have great eyelashes. So hopefully these eyebrows just keep hanging in. I feel like they're getting a little sparse, but I don't know. So there's my ramble-thon for today. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm about to bust through a work day. Probably gonna text Mr. Ted to see if he wants to do food or Rita's after work. So yeah, that's about it. So everybody have a lovely Thursday, and yeah, good times. Talk to y'all later. See you later, alligators. Bye.